and jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Ah, yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy New Era field on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
Welcome here to the mic.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Protein spill.
Hey, turn it up. 49.
Get it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Topper.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end Fant, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
30 base. 80 weapons.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Here I come.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike. Get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
Ready.
Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We're scoreless after 1.
On the set.
26 Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, orbit.
26 Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. 26 Mike. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
No.
What you got, Heavy?
Get it.
Give me something.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Snap.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, 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 hey. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check, 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 check. 26, Mike. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, you got three. Three down. 26, Mike.
Hey, echo.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cameron Batson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. McFarland, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Now a give, right side. McFarland, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On the ready. 42. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
58, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Hardman. Trotty, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
12 0. 26 Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, orbit.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. They can't hang with us. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, McFarland. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Look at me. Go.
On first down, McFarland. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, McFarland. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Hey, lock it.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Rolling to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Watch the run. Joker.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the double.
Got 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. Undercrush. Hit it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Mixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, McFarland. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Focus, defense, focus.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Got it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Rock it. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hurry. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready up.
55, Mike 55. Man, I got you. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
You got tight.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tighten up.
Brickstone, travel.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
He's checking.
Leo.
Check safety. safety, check safety.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Ready,
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Switch up. Mike's 4-2. coming.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42.
Hey, tight.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready. Bravo.
Get the ball.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Go on. Come on, D.
Snap.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Complete to Nico Hartman. A gain of 21.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
C6.
3 down.
5.
Back to throw here. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dwayne Smoot able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 3. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Wall. Get wall. Kill.
They go back to Grant. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2. Let's go, D. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hard.
Again, it's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
You don't want none.
Now.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chiefs.
15,
well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, Makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay.